welcome to another Come Create a Card with me. It is Thursday and we are gathering here to create a great fun fold. Now this is a simple fun fold. It's a good one for beginners. I designed this one to some of my customers having a workshop just to have some practice using our trimmer to use a little bit more accuracy. So I'll show you, this is our card for today. It is using the gorgeous paper from Stampin Up. It is called Lovely and Beautiful. It is a foiled DSP, huge floral, and lots of that foiling. So you can see that this whole first part here is like as if you were to open the card. Oh, okay, and it's an open, so when it stands up, it actually sort of can lift a little bit more. But anyway, so it's a bit of a magic one, or an illusion fun fold. So it actually has the slits in the front. That's the accuracy. So when we do that in our workshop, we practice using our trimmer for both this and scoring. So I've designed a couple of great little cards to do this in like a bit of a beginner's class as well. So this one here, it is actually quite simple as far as construction goes. Not a lot of elements because we wanted this DSP to shine. So hopefully you can see that. I've got a one of the die cuts as well. So we are using Fabulous Sayings, which was a product of the month stamp set. So if you spend in Australia, I think it was I'm going to say 125, I could be wrong, and you could purchase this then and be qualified for a $9 stamp set for, that was I think January, and it's still in the shop, in the store. So if you're wanting that, pop in your order. And this is a fantastic set. That you can see this isn't scaled correctly, so they're quite a large font and sentiment there to add. And then it's got some of these, if you have a look on the inside here, it has some typed script here as typed text as well. And there are 11 stamps in that one. And for this particular card, I am using the dies for the Greenery Lane dies. So there is a bundle that goes with that, has beautiful, let me see, some beautiful stamps that go with it and a few little sentiments. But today we're just using the dies. Sometimes I'm attracted more to the actual dies than the stamps, even though they all coordinate. It's great. We've got some dots. We're using Calypso Coral as our color today, so let's get started. I'm going to pop this one just over to the side so that you can see it still in the camera. So hopefully you are following along. You should know by now that usually majority of my more recent cards in the past couple of months do come with a free downloadable PDF that has the instructions. So I'm just putting this video up. It doesn't have instructions at the bottom or in the descriptions. You just have to pop over to my blog and download it there, and you'll find all the others as well. All right, so let's start. This is our standard base. So I have just made our base a little bit shorter. So normally it is 14.8. For today, just for measurement's sake, in the workshop, it's easier if we do in half centimeters. And like I said, if you do inches, if that is how you operate, please put them in the converter, which is linked below in the description, and that will help you. So this is our, so I said 14.5 by 21, and then we score it at 10.5 so that we can fold it in half for our card. Before we do that though, we do pop this in our trimmer and we go at 4 centimeters and 10.5, and that just creates 2 equal 4 centimeter panels on the side and then one in the center. And then make sure that I'm lining it up, and just want to try to make sure that they use the bone folder a lot just to get the crease really crisp. Very, very simple here. We're going to use layers of white cardstock, So I better get the right ones out because I've already pre-cut all of this to make it easier today. So we've got a middle panel here for the white, and that one there is, let me see, it is 10 by 5. Sorry, a 10 by 6. I lie there, 10 by 6. And these two here are 10 centimeters by 3.5. Okay. Then I've got this gorgeous DSP. I wanted to show this whole DSP the way it is. It doesn't matter that it's not one continuous piece of DSP and shows like a background, unless you were using it for like an image based DSP. But for this one, it won't matter. We've got some gorgeous colors on the back, but we're not going to use those today. We're just going to do our two middle ones, so two side ones and the middle one. So our DSP for this one is at 3 centimeters by 9.5. We have two of those, and a 5.5 by 9.5 here. So let me glue those together to begin with. I love a fun fold. I love the element of surprise when people open up their card and realize it's not just a standard card. This one, of course, will just stand up like a standard card when you put it for display. But it is just a bit of fun. It's got that center panel, I guess you would call it, that lifts the two sides and leaves the middle on its own. And then I have made sure I've decorated the inside. So if you know me well, I'm not very good at that. I tend to forget about the inside until I go to write on them. But for today, we are going to make sure that we do the inside as well. So I'm just gluing these on, just straight, flat, onto our Calypso Coral. Calypso Coral, I am a fan of orange, and Calypso Coral is one of our oranges. I just forget about this one. I don't know. Maybe it's more of a, to me, it's more of that tangerine kind of colour. I know it's quite a darker colour, but it's not orange. It's very similar to, I'm just going to bring that in, our Timid Tiger, even though this is definitely a little, I guess, warmer and a little paler, but they're similar colours. They're all in that same sort of family, I guess you would say. So there we go. We've got all three pieces there. I'm going to pop that one to the side, and I'm going to bring in our white piece and our Calypso Coral matting. That's going to create the panel that's going to lift our two side pieces. So in order to do that, I'm going to grab this one here, and I'm going to use Happy Birthday. Birthday cards are always a good addition to my little stash. I have a stash of cards ready to go, because you just sort of, you know, like it creeps up on you when it's someone's birthday, and then all of a sudden you need a nice card. So we're just going to stamp that using a nice big block. And it hits here beautifully. Now, did I say how big that was? So the panel is, let me see, this one here, the white is 10 by 3 centimeters, and the Calypso Coral is 10.5 by 3.5. So we're just going to glue them together. Very simple, like I said, on here. Now, to get this on the front here, this is the way I did it. That was the easiest way, I guess you could say, is I actually turn this upside down like that, so I can see it's about in the center, and I'm going to need glue here. Don't do too much so it fits over in case, but you don't want any here. You don't want any glue here. That just wants to adhere onto this panel and this panel here. I'm just going to turn it over, and I'm going to put it towards the bottom section. Make sure that it's fairly even and centered. Give it a second to go to adhere. So whilst we're doing that, okay, we're going to do this inner section. So let me pull this out. Okay, so the inner section here, very simple. We've got fresh freesia, because it's actually in here. You can pick it up just ever so slightly, but it is one of the colors out of that DSP. So here I have a panel which is 13.5 by 9.5. I'm going to add my white cardstock in the center, and it is 13.9. Now I won't actually glue that down just yet. I am going to change and got to find the right one here. The sentiment that says "to a fabulous friend." Okay, and I'm going to glue adhere no ink ink that on the lower right hand side here. To a fabulous friend. Okay, then I can glue everything together. So the white panel here, the white panel is 13.9. So most of my matting is only 0.5 centimeter difference between one matting layer and the next. So there's that 0.5 centimeter, just gives you that nice little border. Okay, then we have the DSP. It's just a scrap piece that I used for the front, and this one here is 3 centimeters by 9, and I'm just going to line this up to one edge here. Still plenty of room here to write your message inside. So I'm just going to open that up. We're going to adhere this to the center. So like I said, this was quite a fast project, especially today because I have already cut it. Quite a few of my workshop ladies are now up to the point where they can do all their own cutting, so that's great for me preparing for a workshop. Don't have to do lots and lots. However, in saying that, I do have a few joining, and that's fantastic. But when I start with some beginners, I do like to do the cutting for them. It just alleviates some of that stress when you are learning to just follow the instructions and start to just even stamping takes a bit of practice. So we take that pressure off, and I include the kit with the workshop for that. Okay, so you can see this center panel on the front. I'm going to pull this down and I'll show you why. I have got this gorgeous die. I'm going to pop out all these center pieces of this gold foil. Now, I think this piece of gold foil cardstock, oh gosh, I've had it in my stash for a long time, so it's not new. I can't even remember whether or not Stampin' Up has this currently, but anyway, that's okay. So to do this, you can see how I can have that, and I'm going to tuck this underneath. So like I said, I only glued sort of here to here, so I can use that to sort of tuck this underneath. Let me see, I'm actually going to put one more under, like so. Now if this won't fit the way I want it to, so I want it to sort of be here, this one here is getting in my way, so I'm going to just chop half of that off, and I'm going to tuck it underneath here so it sits up like that. Can you see that? So it actually is going to kind of sit because there's a slot there. So I'm going to turn this over, and you can see now by holding on to it, I can add some glue underneath here. Don't add too much, especially for foil, because it does tend to make a bit of a mess. You just want it to stay there, basically. It's going to stay. Okay, now if you, like me, end up with some glue on there, here's a little trick for you. Grab your embossing buddy, add some to that. If you don't have that, maybe a bit of baby powder or something, corn flour even, we'll do that. Now that will stop it from being sticky, because this tends to, even though it's dry, it does end up to be a bit tacky, which is great normally, but for this we don't want all of that. Now for here, again, just a couple of dots just to adhere it and anchor it down. Just going to add a drop here and a drop there, and I'm just going to hold that down for a second like that. And whilst I'm doing that, I actually have got in the colors, like I said, I'm using Calypso Coral. We did use some of that Fresh Freesia in here, and it's hard to actually see because it's more watercolored, but a lot of it is that Old Olive, and this is more of an Old Olive, maybe even it could be a little bit like Garden Green, I can't remember. So we're going to use that. I could use also the Darling Duckling, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use that slightly darker. that should now be adhered. Just make sure that nothing sticks. So that's great. And we're just going to do 3. Let me see, a large one down here. And then 3. So we try to put it into a bit of a triangle. So 1, 2, and 1's going to go up here. 3 down here. And that, everybody, is it. That was super fast today. Literally 15 minutes to get us done. Now, if you live near me locally, and you would like to follow along and join us with our workshops, we are a great little bunch. Very casual, lots of fun, probably a lot of laughing, and probably occasionally some mistakes made because we don't listen and follow instructions all of the time. But it is lots and lots of fun. So I try to make sure that the wonderful people that come to the group, they are learning over a very longer period of time to build up their skills of card making. They get to explore some of the new products. We look at using some of our older products as well. And in as well as that, I am starting this year some beginners classes. So a beginner class is literally for people who haven't really stamped before or made a lot of card making with stamps, and particularly with Stampin' Up. So I am starting to work in my background here and use some of our basic rules, I guess, or our learnings to create a series of about 4 classes. So they're very small groups. Those ones only 2 or 3 people at a time, and learning, with the very basics. It's coming along and not even having any of your tools to begin with. And over the 4 classes, we sort of learn, we walk away with a couple of cards, lots and lots of information to take home, as well as the instructions, and they can practice at home and then come back to the next class and learn even more. So that is my beginners class as well. But thanks so much, everyone, for joining me. I have well and truly talked, but I hope that you enjoy this fun fold. Have a go. Say hi to me down in the chat. If you are watching the replay, please say hello. I do love that people pop in. Don't be too shy just to say hello and where you're from. That would be great. And if you use some of these tutorials or you've downloaded them, please let me know. I like to know that people are, if I'm not just sort of wasting my time and doing it, that people are actually enjoying it and using them. All right, everybody, I will see you next week. Thanks very much for joining me. Bye.